You are not hidden. There's never been a moment you were forgotten. You are not hopeless. Though you have been broken, your innocence stolen, I hear you whisper underneath your breath. I hear your SOS, your SOS. I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the darkest night. It's true, I will rescue you. I will never stop marching to reach you in the middle of the hardest fight. It's true, I will rescue you. I hear the whisper underneath your breath.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Monica Dueñez. I am the CEO for the Rio Grande Valley Empowerment Zone. It is my pleasure to pay tribute this lovely evening to those we loved and lost. We are here with A Cut Above Barber Shops and Salon. At this time, I would ask Heather Akininock, owner of A Cut Above Barber and Salon, for the official formal welcome.
Hello, my name is Heather Akininock with A Cut Above Barbershop and Salon. I would first like to thank the family of Melissa Banda for giving me their blessing to help bring awareness to domestic violence with the beautiful image of Melissa. And also to Alexandro Gonzalez and his artistic ability that helped bring the mural to life. I chose to shine a light on Melissa Banda and Vanessa Guillen because their experiences are all too familiar. Because of domestic violence and abuse of power, we lost a mother, a sister, friend, and soldier. I wanted their memory to live on and really empower women. I want women to be able to see this mural and find hope and courage to know that they are not alone. I want women to know the importance of their worth and the importance of self-care and self-love. October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. We are here today to mourn those that we have lost, celebrate survivors, but most importantly, we are here to advocate for change. Some of the long-lasting effects of domestic abuse are anxiety, depression, and loss of social skills. My goal with the mural is to spark something within the community to make a positive change. Change is possible if we educate ourselves in knowing how we can serve others and help in breaking the cycle. As mothers, tias, cousins, and sisters, we need to raise our children to know that violence is not the answer. We need to teach our boys that women must be respected and valued, and instill in young girls that they have a voice and it is meant to be heard. Through the mural, many survivors have reached out, saying that this gave them courage to come forward and share their experiences. That was the goal, to let women know that their voices will be heard, and the purpose of today is to educate the community about the organizations and resources that are available. The Rio Grande Valley Empowerment Zone has been incredibly helpful during this process by providing me with the education on the services they have in place to assist victims. Not only do they provide services for women and men suffering from domestic violence, but they also have programs in place to help the families of victims cope with their loss. As Latina women, we have a responsibility to empower each other, to be a good friend, listen to one another, and to always be a good example for our children and for our community. As a community, we have a duty to help break the silence and end the violence. On behalf of the Banda family, they would like to extend their gratitude for the outpouring of love and support from the community. And please know that your prayers, condolences, kindness, and compassion are greatly appreciated. To Melissa Banda and Vanessa Guillen, it is my promise to you that your memory will be kept alive and that you will never be forgotten. Sorry. Each October, communities across the nation join together to recognize the existence of domestic violence and to honor those who have been affected by violence with vigils, walks, and other awareness-raising activities. It is important to me because I have lost people close to me to domestic violence. I would like for the community to get involved to create awareness and break the silence. Jackie Sustaita will be singing our national anthem. Please rise.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
That was beautiful singing by Mrs. Jackie Sustaita. To begin the ceremony, we stand for the invocation. Father, we ask you for your blessing upon the souls of those we love and miss, whose memory we will honor today. We also ask to bless everyone gathered here today and grant us the strength to rise to the challenges of our time and meet them in full faith that you will always be with us. It is our pleasure to have family and friends here today. We have two special keynote speakers today, Belinda Lopez and Hector Garcia. We will start with domestic violence survivor Belinda Lopez.
Hi, my name is Belinda Lopez, and I am a survivor. I'm here on behalf of the light that Melissa Banda and Vanessa Guillen shined upon me to voice out for those who cannot be a voice today. First and foremost, my condolences to the Banda family. I want to be an advocate, and I am an advocate, because May the 3rd, 2015, I was in the hands of a perpetrator that I trusted in. All I remember from that night was a door slamming. That was just the beginning. 2:15 a.m. It was a long night, and I have two children who witnessed everything. And although I tried sparing them from that heartache, it was too late. I did not get out in time. I am here to voice out to those girls who need to hear this. I am here to let all the women know that there is a way out. A lot of women are scared of the unknown. A lot of domestic violence victims are scared of the unknown. Don't be scared of the unknown. There is help out there. And I'm here to tell you today a little bit of my story. May the 3rd, 2015, he came in drunk. My daughters were asleep, and I was ready for another fight. I was ready for the punches, but didn't know how far they would go. It was a long fight, and I thought it was going to be the last. I threw my hands up in the air, and I said, God, forgive me my sins, because I thought, I'm dying. This is it. I begged him to let me say goodbye to my kids one more time. That's all I wanted. I didn't get that chance because I was dragged, pushed, punched, and bitten. By 3 a.m., a little shortly after I cried out to Jesus, my oldest daughter said, Mommy, I'm praying to Jesus for you. And I heard that little voice, and after that I became unconscious. My perpetrator thought he was going to win that battle, but my God was greater and he saved me. And by the grace of God, I am here today. I was able to run naked and afraid. And by the grace of God, my neighbor's door was open. And I heard a little voice behind me say, Run, Mom, don't stop. I made it to my neighbor's home. And I was too weak to call out for help. So my neighbors called 911. Shortly after, the ambulance arrived and my parents arrived. I was saddened that I had to leave my kids. No mother wants to leave their kids behind. The ambulance came, I was taken, and for about a month and a half, my face was disfigured. My perpetrator, I had to face him one more time in court. He got 7 years in jail. He only served 6 months. There is help out there. It doesn't have to end at court. It doesn't have to end with our kids seeing us go through that. If I would have known about the help, I would have done something. There is help for those men who cannot stop. There's counseling for them. There's family counseling for domestic violence and for women. I cannot express how much Mujeres Unidas helped me get back on my feet, me and my kids. I want to thank my community for also being there for me that year in 2015. If it wasn't for my family and friends, I wouldn't have the courage to be here advocating and letting others know that there is help. This all started when I saw Melissa's Banda's story, and I felt like her light was meant to shine upon those who can't be a voice. I pray that everybody finds the help that they need, and I pray that our children don't have to endure any more pain. I hope it stops here. Ninguna más.
Thank you, Belinda Lopez. That takes a lot of courage to stand up for yourself and to share your experience with us. I'd now like to introduce Mr. Hector Garcia, who is a domestic violence homicide survivor.
Good afternoon. My name is Hector Garcia. I lost 2 loved ones due to domestic violence on January the 27th, 2017. I actually called for a 911 help to the police. The police showed up, residents. The police was there, and when this perpetrator started shooting, with that incident, Ashley and Berenice died, and my youngest daughter got wounded multiple times in her body. I just want to say that if any man or woman is fearful of domestic violence, please say something. Don't keep it to yourself. Say something. Go to any institution that you like, but say something. Don't keep it to don't keep it to yourself. That will save your life and it's going to change everything. Thank you.
We are sorry for your loss, Hector. We stand by you and your family. Thank you for taking the courage to share your story with us. Our remembrance ceremony will begin with our moment of silence by pausing for a minute to reflect on the loss of our loved one. We will ring the bell to start and ring the bell to end the moment of silence. Now the light of the candles to pay tribute to those who have passed and keep their light burning in remembrance. It signifies that the memory still lives on and burns bright.
Melissa Banda.
'Cause you are the reason I'm losing my sleep.
Yolanda de Anda.
Please come back now. And there goes my mind racing.
Amelia
And you
Rivera
are the
Flores.
reason that I'm still breathing.
Mauro Flores.
I'm hopeless now. I'd climb every mountain and swim every
Ociel Flores.
ocean just to be with you and fix what I've
Silvestre Flores.
Oh, 'cause I need you to
Ashley Garcia.
see that you are the reason.
Santos Berenice Garcia.
There goes my hand shaking, and you are the reason.
Noralisa
My heart
Saucedo.
keeps bleeding, and I need you now. And if I could turn
Adali
back the
Reyes.
clock, I'd make sure the light defeated the dark. I'd spend every hour of every day
And in memory of the
keeping
unknown.
you safe. And I'd climb every mountain and swim every ocean just to be with you and fix what I've broken. Oh, 'cause I need you to see that you are the reason. There goes my hand shaking, and you are the reason. My heart keeps bleeding, and I need you now. And if I could turn back the clock, I'd make sure the light defeated the dark. I'd spend every hour of every day keeping you safe. And I'd climb every mountain and swim every ocean just to be with you and fix what I've broken. Oh, 'cause I need you to see that you are the reason. I don't wanna find no
kiss of a white dove helps to begin the grieving process by opening the doors to letting go and is sure that the name will live on in memories of all attending the service.
Tell me, what does it look like in heaven? Is it peaceful? Is it free like they say? Does the sun shine bright forever? Have your fears and your pain gone away? 'Cause here on earth it feels like everything good is missing since you left. And here on earth everything's different. There's an emptiness. Oh, I hope you're dancing in the sky. I hope you're singing in the angels' choir. And I hope the angels know what they...
It may be easier for some to hear about domestic violence and think they'll never happen to me than to evaluate your situation. It can happen to your friend, your daughter, your sister, your aunt, your coworker, anybody in this community. If you're experiencing any form of abuse, you're not alone. There is resources that assist for victims and survivors of domestic violence. The Rio Grande Valley Empowerment Zone has dedicated advocates that are willing to always provide direct services, and it could also refer to other resources covering a wide variety of needs, along with our organizations that also have advocates on hand willing to serve and try to deteriorate violence. You can get the help that you need. Don't give up hope. Ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up our ceremony. On behalf of the Rio Grande Valley Empowerment Zone Corporation, a Cut Above Barber and Salon, thank you to all those for making the time to view this presentation. Also to thank to all those who helped organize and support our event, and most importantly, a special thanks to our survivors and families for sharing your story. We wish you all a great evening with your families, and thank you.
Here on earth, everything's different. There's an emptiness. Oh, I hope you're dancing in the sky, and I hope you're singing in the angels' choir, and I hope the